In the beginning of the drama, we are shown the female lead of the drama, Jinji, who is a sports girl and has even won a championship. Dad is always very proud of his daughter. He has single-handedly raised his daughter with a lot of love. She did not have a mother, and he has always supported her in everything so that she never feels lonely. On the other hand, we are shown our hero Han, who was once a popular star, but due to some reason his fame decreased. Here the manager is telling him that today there is a sponsorship for one of your products, so you have to reach the university from abroad. He also says okay. Here, as soon as she notices that a flower pot is about to fall on a little girl, she makes it fall on the side with her talent and also starts making that little girl quiet. Our heroine is very smart along with being cute. Ka is also very kind-hearted. Suddenly it started raining, and at the place where she was standing, our hero was also setting his hair. As soon as she sees a car coming in front of her, she takes out her umbrella, and because of this, all the dirty water fell on her clothes. She cleans it quickly. He does not say anything to her and forgives her. Meanwhile, their bus had also come, and as they board it, her wife keeps on teasing him again and again. He tells her to keep it on the side. She does that, and then the bus gets a jolt, and during this time, as she catches his shirt, she tears it. Seeing all this, he gets very angry and says that he should never see me again, and goes away saying this. On the other side, we are shown a scene of the university where he goes to meet one of his friend's house. She says that she had come here for sponsorship and that I know that my idol is coming here today for sponsorship, so will you get me an autograph from him? But he starts making excuses, because of which Van gets angry and she teaches him a good lesson and decides to leave from there. Manager Chu is surprised to see him in such a state and asks him what happened to you. She says that it is nothing, just a mad dog was after you. She is going to take her to the university herself and says that do not spoil today's work. This sponsorship is very important for you. Here she wanted to go to her class, but all the doors were closed and the guard also does not let her go inside, saying that today an idol is coming here, so she is not allowed to pass from here. She gets worried, but then suddenly she gets an idea, and she immediately reaches near the ducks. Apart from this, I do not have any choice. As soon as she sees some dresses, etc. When he sees this, he is surprised that do I have to go to the swimming pool wearing this, which means I will have to show off my body. He did not want to do this, but he was also helpless because he did not have any other option apart from this. If he wants to get fame and popularity again, then he'll have to do the same thing which Manager Chio tells him to do at this time. Another fangirl of his, Meng, also tries to go inside from here, but the guards are not letting her go. She was not going to give up either. Somehow she manages to enter the plank through a door thinking, how can we not let me see my idol? As he comes out, he thinks that maybe his fans are waiting for him, but from the front everyone is sitting bored as if they had no interest in him. Looking at the house, it seems as if he is his fan. Now Meng also came from above and she supports him. Seeing all this, he feels good that finally there's someone who likes him, and she is also passing through this air duct. Now, this is the time that maybe my place to pass from here has come. As soon as she suddenly peeks out, Han was very scared to see her from the front and falls in the water. Now, he did not know how to swim, so he starts thrashing his hands and legs. Everyone was worried that what has happened to him. Ho Gaia Ha immediately jumps into the water and saves his idol, and then when he sees that she is not regaining consciousness, he tries to give her mouth-to-mouth CPR. Seeing this, he immediately pushes her aside. Now, when he notices that all the reporters are coming towards him, he wanted to help his idol, so he immediately sent Han from there. Now here, as soon as Jinji reaches the class very late, the coach scolds her and asks her why she has done this. Never reach on time. He had ordered her to practice alone. He also tries to go from there through the same air duct and reaches directly to the place where our heroine is practicing. Seeing him, she starts screaming. After a while, as soon as she opens her eyes, he had already left from there. After this, Han directly reaches the company and sees that she is trying to remove the photos from the wall. He forbids them, saying, please don't do this. See how handsome I am. And then the manager comes to Chio through phone and says that after all the mess you have made yesterday, I don't think you're going to get any sponsorship. So the company has decided that you go to sports university and learn something. Apart from this, you don't have any other option. Do you understand? He also agrees that it is okay. The coach is telling everyone that today a new student is going to join you guys, so they clap to welcome him, but a delivery uncle comes from the front. Seeing whom the face of the sir is worth seeing, here instead of going to the class, he had come straight to the cafe to eat, and here our heroine reaches with her friend and was telling her that you know that today I met a very bad boy, even though I met him naked. He had come to our practice class, and she used to say very bad things about him. He doesn't like hearing this, and he immediately tells her that look, I admit that I came by mistake, but I had no such intention. Seeing him, she starts shouting that, oh, how did you reach here? And before she can say bad things about him, he puts his hand on her mouth. Everyone was busy clicking their photos. Now, after some time, he reached the class and the teacher was introducing him to everyone. She was very happy to see him and said that, wow, today I got a chance to see my idol. Now here, Kosh had given the responsibility to Jinji because she was the captain of her team and also the smartest girl here. Jinji had decided to teach her a good lesson. She brings her for practice and first tells her that she will have to run here. You understand what he says. She also has to obey her monitor. Now, as he is running, his fangirl Meng also notices him from the other side. She falls in love with him, and she just kept looking at him that wow, he is so handsome. Here he started pretending to faint on purpose. She tells him that, look, I am giving you some time. If you don't wake up, then don't blame me for what I will do with you. And when he doesn't wake up, she immediately drags him to Dr. Ju, and as she is looking at him lovingly, she can clearly see that he has a big crush on Dr. Ju, and then she immediately wakes him up by pinching him, and later as soon as she is talking to him. Even Han had guessed that something is definitely going on here. She quickly brought her diary to Han and said that I know that you are my idol, though you are not agreeing to that. That is a different matter. He quickly takes the diary from him, and there was a bad photo of himself there. He throws him out. Now the poor guy is busy cleaning because Jinji had asked him to do this work, and suddenly, as she watches him cleaning, her trophy falls from his hand and breaks. Seeing this, she gets angry and says that you did not do well. I know how much hard work we have to do for this. But he says that it is just a trophy. What is there to get angry about? But here Jinji's anger is not subsiding. She says that you don't know if you have ever worked so hard. Meanwhile, his fangirl Meng Meng also comes here. She apologizes on his behalf, but she is not ready to listen. After some time, he himself comes to her and starts apologizing. Yes, it is okay. I accept that the trophy broke because of my mistake. But you should also accept that many people participate in the competition and work very hard, but all this is not done. So only one person takes it, right? So in this way, the hard work of other people does not go waste. They have tried their best. Well, now they too are like. Somehow she agreed. After a while, she sees that someone has uploaded her photo on social media. She comes to know that this was done by none other than Han. He had taken her photo when she was standing there, and he had not done it just like that. Seeing all this, Jinji gets even more angry. After a while, Han is brought to her room, and he has also brought all his stuff. He says, I'm your roommate. He asks her to help him. At night, both of them go and set up the trophy somehow so that the coach doesn't get to know about it. But Kosh had realized after looking at it that something has been done wrong with it. All the students are in trouble at his hands. Tell me the truth. Who has done this? I will not forgive him at all. Before Han can say that I did this, Jinji says that it was because of me. Well, Han was not going to leave his job. Now both of them had come to his office, and he was scolding both of them a lot. Even he had told Han to practice, and at the same time he told Jinji that now whatever trophy comes, you will achieve it by working hard. Now in the competition that is going to happen, you have to win at any cost. Jinji was getting angry at Han again, and again that because of him I got scolded so much by the coach. So she deliberately tells him to practice a lot. While doing it, the poor guy gets tired. Later, he also came to convince him that somehow she should forgive him and not make him work so hard, but she was not going to do that. Now he tells her that please let me guess the arrow. I have been practicing like this for so long. Well, on his repeated requests, she also agreed and started getting angry. As soon as he shoots an arrow, he does not seem to be in front. Now he was very upset, and again as he tries, he injures his own hand and then starts pleading her that look, I am infected now. Can you take me to the hospital? I am so sick. When she doesn't agree, He sits there and starts crying that look how heartless she is. She doesn't care about me at all. Now what can she do? She brings him to Dr. Ju from abroad. Now she just needed an excuse to meet him. The way they are talking, the way she is looking at them, he has guessed it well that she may or may not like Dr. Ju. He is not bothered about whether he likes her or not. Here he even clicks her photos secretly and later comes and teases her a lot. She stops him about Dr. Jor and says that don't talk like this in future. On the other side, she immediately comes to Hao and tries to stop him here. She is saying that, look, you should talk to my idol Han so that he can come and have dinner with me once, but here he is not agreeing, and due to this, Banco gets very angry with her, and later when they had come for practice, he tells her that, look, we should go back to the university by bus from here. I think we will reach soon, so what was it then? She also agrees to this, and suddenly while sitting in these, both of them had slept a lot, and as soon as they opened their eyes, they were very scared. It was dark, and there was no one else in the bus. The driver of the bus was also such that the poor guy was very scared. The most scared guy was Hanny. Whatever the issue was, it was fixed. They were leaving from there. Now, after a while, seeing him very busy, Jinji deliberately says that we have reached our destination. As soon as she gets out of the bus, she says goodbye to him and leaves. The poor guy keeps stopping her and says that take me to sit. She had to listen to him. The next day, due to this, she was late in coming to the university, and here she had to listen to a lot of scolding from the coach. Seeing all this, Jinji started smiling that it was good for her. Now, she still does not know how to do archery, so she was facing a lot of difficulty. So, seeing all this, Jinji started smiling that it was good for her. Here, Jinji intentionally hits the target and then tells him that you hit the target. Now he becomes happy. After a while, we are shown another boy, June, who seemed to be quite popular among the girls, and even though he is a part of the swimming team, he is already annoyed with him. June had brought a gift for Jinji, and Han started acting very annoyed with this, and during this, he hits the wrong target. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Now the coach saw all this, and he is in trouble. Later, he also started apologizing to Jean for this. He should not have done this. She still gets angry at him. Later, he gets worried thinking what is so special about June that all the girls are so impressed with him. Later, Han tries to convince her that will you have dinner tonight? You can go, but he had clearly refused. His mood is already off. In the next scene, it is shown that some of these girls had come here to spend time with their friend June. He also brings some stuff from there in jealousy that we will eat together. This poor guy had promised to June that I will definitely bring your idol to you, but he did not come. So he himself wears a mask and reaches her. Now he does not talk to me. He just manages with gestures, after which he started suspecting that this is definitely someone else. And then what? As soon as his mask is removed, she started crying again after seeing him in front. So shut up, he poor guy had already started convincing that look, I tried a lot that yes, he should come to eat with you, but he did not agree. Now, what is my fault in this? Here he deliberately puts a lot of chili in the food to give to Arjun, but as soon as Jinji catches it and eats it, the poor thing screams that why was there a need to add so much chili? Now, as soon as she sees the snake, she gets scared. In the process of becoming a hero, he catches the snake in his hand, and during this time it bites him. Now he again tells Jinji that, look, you will take me to the hospital. I don't want to go with anyone else. Now the poor thing left the food and started taking him from there. The poor thing looked very upset that the forest scolded him for no reason. The same happens with our hero too. He also returned unsuccessful. Jinji still did not agree. She gets very angry with him. Later, he tries to eat snacks etc. here, but all that food was not there. On top of that, seeing all this, the van comes and she started asking for it. And in the meantime, the coach had seen them both and then he got very angry at them that I had told you that eating food is not allowed here, but still you people do not understand my words. Later, hearing someone's footsteps, Mang Mang gets a little worried that who is here, and it was none other than Junie. As soon as he came close to her, Mang Mang's heartbeat became very fast and in such a condition how had seen them both here, and he starts teasing them. He felt as if someone or the other is cooking something here. Now Mang Mang runs behind him saying that there is no such thing and yes, do not tell anyone about this. At night, the teacher keeps telling her that very soon we are going to have a competition. I am sure that you will definitely win. And then what their practice starts from today itself. Here she tries a lot, but is not able to give her best. Actually, her side, which was damaged. Seeing all this, the coach called her to his office and started asking what happened to you. You were such a good student, and even I was hoping that you will be able to make our team win, but I don't think so, but please try again and again. We have to win the competition at any cost. After this, she goes to a man to get her side fixed, but there is already so much rush at his place that it will take him a lot of time to fix it. Now she gets worried that what will I do now? Then later she thinks that she will ask for help from June. Here she was also worried that if Jinji's side has really got damaged, then how will she participate in the competition? She had decided to give her side and reached outside the girls' hostel with Hao, and here a lady's eyes fell on her, and then what happened was that she starts following them. Somehow she handed over her shopper to Hao and told him to go and give it to Jinji, and I will somehow handle it. In order to escape from them, he came out of the hostel and suddenly he meets Van. He gives him a shopper and tells him that it is very important. Give it to Jinji. She also leaves saying, okay. Hearing the voices of some people, he hides in the dustbin and then sees that there is no one else but June and Jinji standing there. He lovingly puts his hand on his head and tells him that he should not worry. Nothing will go wrong. And even then, she has come to take his Baosite from him. Seeing all this, he gets very jealous, but what can he do? As soon as Jinji comes to her room, Ven hands her the same shopper and tells her that he has brought Hao here for you. We are not Han. Now, she does not look at the bow side, but yes, she did get some packets of snacks which she does not pay much attention to. Now, their competition was going to happen again, and today she was really able to perform well, and in this way her team had already won. Seeing all this, the coach feels a little relieved. After some time, she starts talking to him rudely that you should also work well, etc., etc. So now he is surprised that firstly I had sent her to the bow side, due to which she was able to win, and on top of that she did not even say thank you to me. Then later he calls her for dinner, that maybe now she will give me some thanks. But still she does not say anything. As soon as June comes, she started thanking him that it is because of him that I won today's match. Seeing all this, Han got angry that firstly I had sent the boss's message, and on top of that, why are you thanking him instead of thanking me? And he just spoils her mood and leaves from there. The next day, she had decided that today she will definitely go and meet Dr. Ju. When she reaches his clinic, there was already a lot of rush there. Now she thinks that it doesn't matter. I will come and meet him after some time. The teacher had started taking attendance. As soon as he calls Jinji's name, poor Han gets worried that she has not come. What should I do now? As soon as he says President Sir instead of Jinji, Jinji also came and said the same words, and Jinji also started apologizing to her sir for coming late. Now she had said that to the teacher instead of him. It is clearly known, and their shama had already come in their hands. Now, as soon as Han comes to know that today she took her feeling list from Dr. Zhou, he had decided to stop her at any cost. He looks very upset. The poor girl is on a one-to-one diet and is also crying a lot that I can neither eat nor drink anything. What should I do now? Seeing all this, Hao starts consoling her and says that you can eat as much as you want, and after that I will help you in exercising. She also becomes happy now. He had finally consoled her. Meanwhile, Ji started asking for Hao's help in his work that, look, I will try not to go to meet Jin Ju, but if she does not agree, then you will definitely have to implement my plan. He also agrees that, okay, I will do as you say. Here he tries a lot to stop her that you should practice with me, etc., but she does not stop saying that I have some important work. And she leaves from there. Now it is Dr. Ju's turn to stop her, but he tries a lot but is unable to do anything. Once he even caught hold of her and took her inside the swimming pool. Now he will definitely get late for his clinic. As soon as she reaches the clinic, she sees another girl in front of her. Now he had come to his clinic all wet, and the same girl had started taking good care of him. Now from this, she had at least guessed that Dr. Ju has a girlfriend about whom she could not even guess. She gets very emotional. Now what should she say to him? What did she come here to say? She did not want to get embarrassed. Then suddenly, she enters from above. She hugged him and started crying a lot. Now, seeing both of them like this, Dr. Ju and his girlfriend feel as if both of them are a couple, and they're wishing them best wishes that you both are a pair. She is absolutely perfect, and today she started talking in front of him in an embarrassing way. Because of wearing high heels all day, it was difficult for her to walk. So he made her sit on his back and said, "Come on, let's go have food." Now, next we are shown both of them sitting in a restaurant. To refresh Jinji's mood, he started trying to entertain her with talks, and during this time, suddenly a stranger clicked their pictures. Now, who that was, we'll get to know about him later. At night, Jinji suddenly gets a call through which she is told that her dad's condition is very bad and he has been admitted to the hospital. She gets a little sad on hearing that the shop has been given to her. Now, her auntie was managing her shop from behind, and she also had to go to help her for a few days. As soon as she comes to the room, Vin is telling her that that day there were not only snacks in that shopper, but he had also sent a site for you so that you can win the competition easily, and we did not even get to know about it. On hearing this, she gets a little surprised that that is why he was asking me about that, why I did not thank him because he had sent that site to Ashen. Hao and Han had come to talk to them, but due to the security guard, these poor guys have to run away from there, and this scene was seen by these three girls who started smiling. In the next scene, she is shown standing near her coach, and she is telling him that now the next competition was going to happen. "Sorry, I will not be able to participate. My dad is in the hospital." And take care of them, and on top of that, go to their shop too. On hearing this, he says that it is okay, you go and take care of your work, and anyway, nothing is more important than your family. Now, here we feel that Kosh is also very kind hearted. Here he had not met Jinji till now, so when June comes in sight, he starts asking him. He tells that his father is not well, and Jinji has gone to her house to take care of the shop. On hearing this, he is shocked. How did you get to know that June is actually his neighbor too? Now, as he was going from there following him, suddenly he collides with a hawk. The poor guy got hurt very badly, and now both of them start lifting each other. Here they are busy watching the competition and wishing that finally their team wins, and exactly this happens. Now, next we are shown that Han had come to her shop to help her, and she says that it is okay. If you want to do it for your own pleasure, then you can do it. As soon as Ani sees Han, she is very impressed by his handsomeness and starts asking her if he is her boyfriend. Then she clearly denies that no, it is not like that. On her request, he came and made her wear an apron. Then Han got very nervous, so he immediately moves aside. When Han talks to a little girl with a lot of love, Jinji feels very happy seeing all this. The next swimming competition had started, and Mang Mang has come here to support her team. Ever since her encounter with June, she had become his fan, and our hero was also standing and watching this competition. She keeps supporting her team fully, but suddenly something happens to Hao, and he is unable to swim. June also leaves everything to help him. Now, watching this scene here, Mang Mang fell in love with his idol even more that wow, he is very nice. He could not win the competition, but he has definitely made a place for himself in my heart. After losing, I did not want to meet anyone. I came to ask about his well-being, but he asked her to leave from there. He was feeling very sad. Now he is taking all the blame on himself that the whole team is losing the competition because of him. At night when Jinji is giving him noodles suddenly. Their hands touch, due to which his heartbeat became very fast. He comes to know that maybe I have fallen in love with Jinji. Well, he eats the noodles made by her, and after finishing the work, when he reaches his room, he sees that poor Hao is sitting very upset. Even then, poor Hao gets very emotional that because of him my team lost. He consoles her that there is no such issue. And anyway, this was not the last competition. There are more to be held, and I hope you will definitely win then. On hearing all these words, her mood becomes very good. Now Hao and Han both had become good friends. The hate that she had for June earlier had also vanished. She thought that he is a very nice person, and even when June had helped Ha, he had won not only her heart, but also Han's. On the other hand, as soon as he saw Mang Mang coming, he immediately jumped into the water so that she could leave somehow. He did not want to face her. Now Hao, understanding all this, tries to convince Mang Mang with his words so that she leaves. Now finally his plan succeeds. As soon as she leaves, the poor guy who is sitting below with great difficulty, holding his breath, gets out of the water. Now next news of another big bang comes that the reporter who clicked the photos of these two in the restaurant has again published it in a magazine. Now everyone is gossiping about Han and Jinji. Dad also saw this magazine, and he looks very sad. He was very angry that he doesn't know who this boy is, and even he has ruined my daughter's reputation. Ani says that there is nothing like that when you were sick. No one else but this boy came and helped your daughter. And for now, he becomes quiet after hearing this. Here, Hao is helping one and doing exercise. He was not giving her chocolates. So a little fight happens between them on this. Now, as soon as both of them fall down suddenly, one coincidentally kisses him, after which she ran away from there feeling ashamed. With all the rumors against him, this poor guy had to keep quiet. He tells everything to whom. He himself seems quite confused as to who did this, and anyway, we both had gone to that restaurant. Who can know about this? Other people would not know. There must be someone in our university who is doing all this. Now he starts thinking about this, and he has also decided that whatever happens, he will save Jinji's life. He will not let the reputation get spoiled. He will make it clear to everyone that there is no such thing that we both are dating. Now I know that as soon as she picks up the magazine, she also came to know about this. As soon as her friends see her, they start teasing her that, "Oh, so you are in a relationship with Burhan. Did you tell us or not?" She says that there is no such thing as you people are thinking. Here the coach also saw that magazine, and he used to keep everyone in check, and especially Jinji is called to his office, and as soon as she comes, he started telling her that till the time you are in the sports university, you cannot get into a relationship with anyone. You don't know that in this way your career can also be ruined. Now he starts telling his story that once in university life, I also fell in love, and see, that girl cheated me. Because of that, I could not win the competition, and then she went away from my life. While telling all this, he gets a little emotional. However, he does not scold her much. As soon as she hears this, she understands his point that it will be exactly as you are saying. I will not date anyone at all. Then later, she had come to meet June and jumps into the swimming pool to get his attention. Instead, some other boys came and helped her. The poor girl's face falls as she sees that some other girl is coming close to him. She immediately comes and takes him aside and says that from now on, stay away from June, understand? At night, we are shown Jinji, who has been trying to contact Han for a long time, but he was not giving any response. The poor girl is sitting upset when suddenly someone comes in front of her wearing a costume. He was looking quite cute. Even he starts refreshing her mood and clicks photos with her. She makes him do it, and later she comes to know that it was none other than Hani. She gets angry at him that where were you missing for so many days? I have made so many calls to you, but you did not pick anyone up. He tells her that, oh, so you were taking me with you. She says, no, no, there is nothing like that. Then it is known that someone had clicked their photos. They run after her. Even Han had caught her, but here Hao had a misunderstanding. He was thinking that a boy is harassing a girl. Meanwhile, that reporter runs away, and from behind, he just keeps cursing her that, look, because of you, the one whom I was going to catch has run away. Now how will we catch her? And during this time, they get caught by the guards. Now, they had also seen in the magazine that a couple is dating each other in the sports university. Well, their doom has already come to their hands, and they had cleared it as everyone else. Some people think that there is nothing like that, and with this, the scene gets cut. And next day, a big problem is created again, as someone had photoshopped the photos of your link, due to which it looks like both of them are a couple and are dating each other. Yarlink is none other than Jinji's friend. The poor girl herself is surprised to see this news that there is nothing like this. Why are people thinking so? Now later Jinji comes to know that one day she was going to a rainy season and June helped her while going from there. Both of them had the same umbrella, and someone had clicked these photos and photoshopped it to mention that Jinji is now dating someone else, leaving the idol. She is quite surprised. The rest of the poor people were already stuck. Their eyes go to another news. The poor girl who was about to fall down. Suddenly June saved her from falling, and the reporter also clicked the photos of this and published it in the news. Seeing all this, Na is quite surprised that who is doing this. Meng comes to Meng to give some explanation. She says, no problem. I am sure that you will definitely help me. You might not be dating her, but all this was just a rumor. She comes to Meng from outside and asks what all this is. Now she tells the friends about everything, that someone is spreading false rumors against us, and we should stop him. Meng had decided that whoever it is, she will find out about him. Next, we are shown that manager Chio is brought to the office to meet her again. She also came to know about her dating rumors, and she is apologizing to the principal and also tells her to apologize to him. so that no such scandal will happen in future. As soon as manager Chio leaves from here, she starts missing her mother. She used to spend very little time with her. Now all these friends decide that we have to catch the reporter at any cost who is spreading false news against us. Now all of them seem quite excited, and then suddenly after a lot of searching, they come to know who that reporter is. She is a girl, and deliberately they start talking to her as if Han has just gone on a date with Ji, and both of them are pretending as if they are a couple, and they have come so close to each other that everyone thinks that they are kissing each other. Now, not only that reporter madam is clicking their photos, but even their friends are surprised to see this scene. Now, as Shane is clicking their photos, she slips and falls down, and all the photos fall on her head, but she was just trying to save a cat. Now, all these people take that little cat to a pet hospital where it was being treated, but at the same time, they're saying a lot of things to this girl that don't you feel ashamed that you are spreading wrong news, and in this way, others' lives can get ruined. People do not know what all they do for money. Now, they are also a little ashamed. Well, here June had returned her camera and also said that I hope you will never do such a thing in future. She took that too and left saying thank you to them. Now, later, all the friends leave but only Jinji was left behind. She was just waiting for Han to come from above. Now we also come to know that Han has also studied about pets etc. here, and the clinic where he had come today, actually he used to work here too, and no one knew about this. The way he was taking care of her here, it seems clear that he has started liking Jinji, but when will he confess his feelings about her? I don't know anyone. Now he had practiced and improved his skills very well, and this time Evan did not hold back from praising him. Now here the announcement was made that their holidays are over. Everyone looks very happy. Now again we are shown that Jinji's dad had called Han to meet her. She herself is a little nervous that she does not know what dad wants to talk to her. That girl had made an article about Han in which a lot of praises were given to him, that he is very kind-hearted. Evan also runs a pet clinic. After knowing all this, dad who thought he was a bad boy now does not think so. And seeing all this, Jinji feels very good. Next, she decided that she will help Han in everything. She also brings food etc. for him. Now here she comes to know that he adopts many pets and takes care of them for free. I treat them etc. etc. She seems very impressed with him that I did not think that you will turn out like this. Then the owner of this clinic also comes from above, who is saying that now we have run out of capital. Many people are leaving their pets here, but we do not have enough money to save it, so I think that maybe we will have to close this clinic. Yes, I agree that he used to be an idol once, but he also did not have enough money to run this clinic. Hazen Ji started saying that you do not worry, we will do something very soon. She had gathered all her friends, and all of them together start thinking about what we should do, and they also seemed excited that we are sure that we will never let that clinic close. We will collect some charity etc. for the food and drink of those pets. But this work of theirs is not going well. No one is ready to give charity. No, they were looking very sad. Now again we are shown Han, who had brought Jinji to meet the person who had sponsored her but had not paid her. His intention was that today he would definitely take his money from that person. Then later we are shown Wen's ex-boyfriend who, as usual, started talking very badly about her looks and said that you are very fatty and so on. Seeing all this, Ha did not like it and started pretending to be Hyun's boyfriend and chased them away from there saying that if you say anything then no one will talk to me. The intentions of the person whom they had come to pet did not seem very good. They immediately ran away from there with the same dog. As soon as Mr. Wang comes, he starts demanding money from him saying that if he needs it, give it to him, but he was not going to give it to even. The guards also look very grumpy. Now she wanted to escape from their clutches somehow. She gets an idea. She calls the guards and runs away from their holding Birhan's hand. At night, the poor guys look very upset that despite trying so hard, they could not collect the money. What will they do now? Suddenly, Hawa comes from the front. He had a paper in his hand and was telling everyone that I have come to know that some team is calling actors etc. for auditions. Why don't we go for the audition? Maybe we will get selected. And after that, you know what the price money is. It is a lot, and we will be able to run this clinic easily. Everyone agrees. These people had decided to act. Here, at night, when she was sitting alone, they came to her. Ji had already known about Han's another skill. As soon as she lovingly placed her hand on his head, He refused her, saying that if you do this, then you'll have to take my responsibility, and then both of them left from there. Next day, they came for audition with great rush, but seeing their acting, the next person was barely saved from fainting and said that you guys run away from here or not. After this, next was Mang Mang Arjun's turn, and seeing his acting skills, this person started feeling like vomiting. And after that, as soon as his eyes fell on Han Arjun, he selected both of them on phone, saying that both of you are very good looking, and everyone also became happy that finally Julian got something. So the audition is over. In the next episode, it is shown that all the people are preparing them that they had to shoot a scene. Now they forget all the dialogues. What to do now? Now, when he tries to shoot an archery, the arrow hits the next person directly, and seeing all this, the director had just fired them from here. As soon as they come home, everyone welcomes them well that wow. You must have got the money, right? They refuse that sorry they fired us. We could not act well. They say that it does not matter. We celebrate today like this. Now at night, these people had decided to do a show on their own that maybe in this way someone will donate money to us. They had called some people, and at the same time, they also start live streaming here. As soon as these two start acting, it suddenly starts raining. All of them ran away from there. Only these people were left behind. They don't care about her and complete their show, and they also seemed very happy that we will definitely get something. At night, he runs to them and tells them that someone has donated money in our account. All of them become happy that thankfully we were able to save that clinic from closing. The very next day, we are shown another girl whose name was Kuwu, and she had come here as a new tutor. As soon as he is doing exercise, he doesn't mind pointing her out. He also says that, okay, you come and teach me how to do it yourself. But her height was short and she was not able to reach the handle, so he holds her and lifts her up, and after seeing the scene, she started smiling, and after a while she reaches to meet him, and from her talk it seems as if she has been with him for many years. She knows Han for years. Now Kosh had introduced her to everyone that she is your new tutor. On the other hand, Mang Mang is shown whose leg was hurt. June picks her up and starts to leave. Mang Mang liked this guess of hers very much. Kosh had told Jinji that from today onwards, you don't need to take responsibility of Han. Only she will handle him because she is very good. Hearing this, she starts to feel a little jealous. After this, as soon as Han comes and sits near her, she starts to go away, saying that I am not your tutor. But somehow he came close to her. Then Wu enters from above. She started saying that I have to talk to Han right now, and seeing all this, poor Jinji went away feeling jealous. Now later she comes and tells her friends about the whole thing, and also that she has been so disturbed because of Wu, and as soon as she goes close to Han, I don't like it at all. Now in the university, we are shown a car which had come to pick up Han that you have been called by Manager Geo. As soon as they reach the company, everyone welcomes him very well, and at the same time she started giving good news that now you do not need to study in the university. I have a very good offer for you. Now you make your career and stop going there. After hearing all this, he is surprised that what happened suddenly, that I will not have to go to the university, and he clearly refused that now whatever happens, I will complete my studies. And as soon as he starts leaving from there while answering them, she came to pick him up. It is clear from her words that she likes Han, but she was not interested in him at all. Here she started telling him that, do you know that the person who donated money to your clinic that day was none other than me? On hearing this, he immediately got shocked and started saying that, okay, even if you had given money, I will return all the money that I earned by working hard. Understand, I do not need to take your favor. Jean Jito was waiting for Han to come since a long time. She did not know where he was, and he has not reached till now. Then her friends come and start telling her that maybe he is with her because she has also not reached the university yet. On hearing this, Jean Ji became very sad. Jean Ji was just going to her dad, when suddenly she gets an order, and to deliver the food, she had to go to Jean Ji's university and not anywhere else. She says that it is okay. I have to go to the university anyway, so I will take it. Now she comes forward and sees that the girl in front of her is none other than her. She was the one who had ordered the food. Now she knew that Jinji might like Han, and that is why she started asking her to compete with her, and said that if I win, then you'll have to hand over Han to me without any hesitation, and yes, if you win, then Han will be yours. She says, okay, this will be seen later. Next, we are shown a scene of another match in which June and Hao are playing with some other team. Meanwhile, poor June of a Shane gets hurt. Then people start making fun of him. All this is happening with Mang Mang Zhou. She was watching this, she could not tolerate it, and she also says that okay, now the real match will be between us, and she joined both of them. She plays so well that in the end they win the match, and the other team was left with its mouth open. Now the way he is looking at Jinji's photos, how it already got confirmed that you may be in love with Jinji. The next day, as soon as she is making him practice and comes close to him, the poor thing is shocked after seeing the scene. Jinji was so jealous of us that she had decided that no matter what happens, she will win at any cost. In the next scene, we are shown manager Chu, who had called the reporters and announced in front of everyone that now she has learned sports etc. from the university, so from now on she has decided to join the shop. Now, poor Han did not know anything about this. He is completely shocked that what are you saying? I am not going to do anything like this. Then also had to hear all this. The poor lady gets upset and goes to her and tells her everything that did Han tell you, that he is leaving the university. On hearing this, the poor lady gets very upset, but whatever it was, she had definitely thought of competing with him at least once. So in the next scene, she had come to the place told by him. Now, finally, their competition had started. In the end, our the cute heroine wins. She was thinking that maybe she will hand over Han to me, but she clearly refuses. She had broken her promise that she will never let this happen. As soon as she reaches her university, she's upset and says that she was waiting for Han. He gets angry on seeing her and says that you have decided to leave the university and did not even tell me about it. Do I have no value in your life that you should at least discuss everything with me? He says, what are you saying? And yes, I did not leave going to the university, and now he started telling her the whole thing that she was forcing him to come back to showbiz, but then he refused in front of the reporters that he is not going to leave his studies. Now on hearing all this, Jinji calls her, and then she starts going to her room. He just keeps looking at her from behind. The very next day, Dad was working happily at his restaurant, and so was Ani. Suddenly, a lady joined them and told them that the food that you had delivered that day, the girl got allergic to it, meaning that whatever she had told you not to add to it, you did that, you will have to give her compensation, which was very high. On hearing this, both of them were shocked. Poor Dad looked very worried that how will I give all the compensation money? Now he had only one option left. In the next scene, we're shown the coach who is making an announcement in front of all the students that the new tutor who had come to work has fallen ill and is admitted in the hospital. In her place, I have now decided to keep your Captain Jinji as your tutor. On hearing this, she stood up and said, no, no, sir. Don't keep me, keep Linga. Meaning she was pointing towards her friend. She said, hey, what are you talking about? Well, why don't you do it so easily? They could not keep it either, so there's voting among everyone. Some people have problems here, but still everyone voted in favor of Link, and in this way she is made the new tutor. She looks very happy. After some time she gets a call from Dad that you do not need to come to his restaurant on weekends. You can go wherever you want. She starts getting tense that why is Dad saying this? There must be some reason. She had told Han about this, and decides to go to her restaurant from the beginning. As soon as she reaches the restaurant, Dad is packing his stuff, and he is surprised to see her that what are you doing here? Now she started asking Dad to tell me everything. What is going on here? Now even he is not able to hide, and tells that a customer has fallen very sick because of the food that he had ordered to be delivered by us, and we have to pay so much money as compensation. I did not have that much money, so I decided to sell my own restaurant. Here she realizes that actually that day she had gone to give that food to him, and not to anyone else. Is this some trick of hers? So she starts telling them that don't worry, I will definitely find a solution to this. She immediately calls Wu. Now she starts telling him about the whole thing that please don't take compensation from us. I will do whatever you say. She also says that okay, then you bring Han to me right now. She started going to him, but she had not told Han anything about this. In the next scene, she is shown to Wu. If she is there, then she is absolutely fine. You will understand that the illness was just an excuse. She makes this poor guy do a lot of work. She even troubles him and makes him do servant work. At first, she tolerates all this silently and also tells him that, look, I have done what you said. Now are you ready to listen to me? She clearly refuses that no, not at all. Hearing this, he also got angry. Well, in the meantime, Han also enters. On his asking, she told him the whole story that how she had gone to deliver food to him and she got allergic, and then see she is asking for compensation from us. He says that you just quietly go from here. I will take care of all the rest of the work here. Myself, she also gets surprised that how will he manage? Here we are shown another team which joined their team today. This lady was none other than the same one whom the coach had once mentioned to Jinji that because of whom he had lost a competition. Even now, she is not ready to accept this. Well, here she said that okay, why not our team's A competition is organized between them, and finally it starts, and in the end our team wins, and they look very happy too. Later, the poor girl was sitting very upset when the boss comes from above and tells her that now you don't need to sell your pants. I went and talked to her. She says how we talked to her. Now I started telling her my story. He also tells how in childhood no one used to befriend her, but he was not the only one who extended his hand towards her. She is also very kind-hearted. I know you are angry with her that she did not behave well with you, but I am telling you the truth, that she is not that bad at heart. I went and talked to her and explained to her that she is my good friend too. She was earlier and is still my friend, and she agreed that it is okay and she does not need any compensation. Hearing this, she becomes happy that she is really not that bad. Poor Mang Mang had used the same product that Howard told her about, due to which she got an allergy on her face, and she got angry at him that I will not leave you at all. Why did you do this to me? What does that poor guy say? He immediately comes to Han and says that the product you had subscribed for turned out to be very bad, due to which many girls are getting allergies, etc. What will we do now? He says that I have not subscribed for anything. What are you saying? And he also decides to break up. In the next scene, he is shown with Jinji. He tells her everything and also says that there is no need to take tension. I have decided to find some solution for it. Next moment, he comes to manager Juice and asks what is going on here. A lot of products are being sold in my name, and that too bad. And in this way, I am being defamed. What do you people think of yourself? And I have canceled this contract. From now on, I will not work for your company. She is trying to explain this to her when suddenly the president enters from above. He starts saying that, son, even if you terminate the contract, it does not make any difference to us because whatever money we get in your name, you'll not get it at all. It means that we will keep selling products using your name. Hearing this, she gets even more angry that so now I have to go to Nimturi from this President Lee, and as soon as he comes and tells Mang Mang about this that we will not be able to meet for a few days, the poor lady gets very sad on hearing this that are you really leaving me? At night, we had to go to the coach's office. The scene is shown that along with Wayne, Habi had come to steal something. Both of them hide with great difficulty so that the coach does not notice them, but he had seen them. Actually, all the things that they had bought with Ling were bad, and the whole blame was on Ling that he had done all this, so it was decided to expel him. They wanted to steal the documents, and after this, no one would expel him. But here the coach is saying that, look, this whole matter is mine, so I will handle it. You people do not need to take tension. But still he seems worried that how will you handle it? He says that I am the coach, so it is all my responsibility, not what to do and what to think about my children, and I know that Lin is not at fault. Now here he had given them a good assurance that you people do not worry here. Finally, Dad got his restaurant back, which means he did not have to sell it, and he looks very happy that it was because of his daughter. Now, as soon as they come out of the coach's office after getting a little scolding from him, she looks at him with her feelingless eyes and happiness, and before this, they kiss. Due to the arrival of the guard from above, they had to leave from there. This poor girl reaches the university late and is scared that what should I do now? What if I also get caught by the guard? As soon as she jumps from the wall, before she falls down, our hero catches her, but her leg was already hurt, so he picks her up and takes her out of her room. The guard had not left them till now, as if they were hiding from him. During this, they kiss. Next, we are shown a scene of a conference where it was announced that yes, many products will be sold. I will work there, etc. Now issues are also being made about that we have heard that he does not work there, and you people are using his name. Well, then on Han's insistence, how is shown here. That day, he started playing the voice of Mr. Lee, which he had recorded in front of everyone. Now, they also came to know that Mr. Lee is a fraud. He is cheating a lot. We are selling fake products using Han's name, etc., etc., and Han also came and confirmed this thing in front of everyone. Mr. Lee calls his guards and pushes them out of there. Now, next, all of them are shown in the police station. Mr. Lee was saying that the whole fault is Han's, and he has done all this, but he says that you people will sit quietly, or not. First, let me investigate. Now, here he is looking for a witness that is it really true? Han was being oppressed, so. Suddenly, manager Chu says that yes, I am ready to testify for this. She was fed up with Mr. Lee for a long time. Finally, this time she decided to support Hack. She thinks that no one else should become his victim like Han. All these girls also reach the police station to see this. The coach also comes behind them. As soon as he comes, he starts making a ruckus that I will not spare you, useless fellow. You create any issue. Then the police officer says that, hey, don't scold him. He is not at all guilty. He was doing all this deliberately. Finally, his bill was settled from the police station. After this, he started thanking his boss. Now, whatever issue was created here, a meeting is called for it. The principal had decided to expel Han. And as for the rest, no decision has been taken about Ling. They say that it's okay, it was not his fault. Now here the poor guy gets a little upset that will I have to leave from here. Then the coach says that it's okay. You will leave the university only. No one can remove you from our hearts after living with them for so long. Now they started to understand that really his talent should be in sports. He is not made for this place, and also says that if you ever need to come in sports, then I will support you in any case. At night these people drink a lot, and after this, as soon as he comes to Ginge, the maid was sitting there and asks him, are you really leaving the university? Then he says that yes, I am leaving you, but why are you sad? I am not leaving you forever. It is not like that at all. And well, here he started asking him to ask for a wish, and at the same time keeps looking at him. Only after this, he kissed him on the head. They had kissed each other and had become girlfriend and boyfriend because Han had confessed his love to her. Next, she reaches Dad. Dad also starts saying the same thing, that if you really like Han, then I don't mind. How can I not make a handsome guy like Han my son-in-law? And he also says that the international competitions are going to happen now. I am sure that my daughter will also participate in a competition. Now, later we are shown Han, who had come to a place to try his luck. After waiting for a long time, finally Mang Mang's son-in-law returns. Both of them dance together in this party. He confesses his love to her, and she also accepts it immediately, that please don't leave me from now on. He also says that it's okay. Here Han is getting a little worried that Ginge told me this. I was saying that I will definitely come to see your show, but she did not come. Then we are shown President Lee as well. His intentions do not seem to be very good. She started singing. Everyone was enjoying a lot, and this gentleman came and suddenly switched off the lights of the place, after which it became dark. He was scared. I am scared of this darkness. Suddenly, Jinji enters. He was ready to support her in any condition. Everyone in the evening started saying that you are the best. And with this, her show became just a concert. And finally, the show ends. President Lee was caught and taken away by the police because of the act he had done. Along with this, she was also selected here. The president of the evening comes and gives her his business card saying that if you want to work with us, then you can definitely come here. Then we're shown Ling as well, who did not have a boyfriend, but now finally has one. Later, Jinji was sent to the international base. She had to go to participate in a competition. Sari is very sad and asks her to come back soon. She consoles her saying that yes, of course, and before leaving, she also got Kosh to join her. After all, in all this time, he was the only teacher who always supported her. Now Juko had accepted her with all his heart and soul. So he also tells her that it doesn't matter to me whether you diet or not. She becomes very happy with this. She was looking for such a boyfriend in her life who will always be with her and will accept her in whatever way she is. On the other side, we are shown Han, who has now become a star and comes to meet manager Chu and tells him that I understand that you had to struggle a lot in your life, but now that I have finally become an idol, you can work as a manager with me again if you want. She was happy to hear this, and finally she also said yes. Now, on the other side, we are shown Jinji, who is looking a little nervous. After all, she was going to participate in the competition when suddenly some children come and start giving her flowers, which were very beautiful, and it was none other than Na who asked her to do all this. He had come here to meet his girlfriend and to support her. Earlier, she was thinking that maybe Han does not care about me, but this was wrong. Now she had realized that whether there is someone else in my life or not, but yes will definitely be there. He offers an ice cream to her and says that I brought this for you only. On seeing this, she becomes happy, and in this way both of them hold each other's hand. And then with this drama has a happy ending. Thank you for watching. So guys, how did you like this drama? Please do tell me in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video.